Answer me this. Should brands chase AI visibility at any cost? So I'm on the road this week. Hi, everybody. And I'm thinking about AI and search. It sounds wild, but this isn't our first time at this rodeo. Cast your mind back around 15 years. I mean, that may be a little bit harder for some of you newer marketers out there, but believe it or not, some brands genuinely believe their entire digital footprint could and should, by the way, live on social media. That's right, we seriously contemplated having Facebook pages be our entire web presence. Why bother with a website when you could just post updates, collect likes, and build your community? I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? So, fast forward to today. We're watching another platform moment unfold. Only this time it's generative AI, AI overviews, large language model citations, or the trendy word I like best, answer engine optimization. Yeah, we're seeing a flood of posts on social media and products about how to rank in AI generated search results. The new hype cycle, it's arrived, and naturally, well, MarTech vendors have already started pitching their dashboards. LLM visibility score prompt occupancy, citation share of voice, all of those because God forbid we go quarter without some shiny new marketing vanity metric. Anyway, like I said, we've seen this movie before. In the early 2000s, you might remember we built massive, structured, really open websites and optimized them to within an inch of their lives, making them as easy as possible for the platform robots to index all of our ideas. So that why? Well, we could be found in online search. Now, that worked right up until the platform started to quietly turn down the organic dial and made paid placement the default, and so we built their business model. Then we did it again in the 2010s. We poured time and money and creativity into building audiences on social platforms, communities we called them. We made them destinations. Destinations, and the social media platforms are the destinations they are today because of us. As they simultaneously also raised the walls in their walled garden and basically made our communities just another rented audience. And well, our organic reach sank and sank and sank into the single digits, and now with the For You page, we really don't even matter having a community anymore. So here we are again, another platform, another promise. The very platform our wonderfully structured web content and expressive ideas built, well, now they're asking us, just trust us, bro. Ask, we'll get more content, more ideas, more insights. In fact, we'll have a tool to help you express even more of them. And so, in exchange, wait for it, maybe sometimes possibly being cited in somebody else's question or answer, and maybe sometimes, occasionally, we'll cite you specifically. Depends on our mood. All right. Maybe I'm being a little cynical here. Maybe there is a real opportunity in zero-click answers and AI assistance, but for just once in our 25-year history here, can we just pause a minute? Can we just pause before we throw our content strategy into yet another slot machine? Because that's what AI answer engines are, by the way. They are slot machines, probabilistic slot machines, not vending machines. You don't for sure get what you push the button. Ask the same question twice, you'll get different answers, different sources, sometimes even different realities. So you might be cited today. Tomorrow, you're gone. You might be cited wrongly today. Well, tomorrow, yeah, you might find yourself cited alongside other competitors and a guy whose entire blog is just AI-generated reviews of AI-generated reviews. And there's not a thing you can do about it. I mean, at least in the classic SEO sense of the world, at least back then, the first page was kind of a place, a shelf. You could land there and stick around a while. AEO is a flicker, a moment. It's at best a brand impression in a hallucinated remix. But it gets worse than that. If you are cited, I mean, great, but then what? Why do we care? I mean, a thumbnail next to 3 low-rent aggregator blogs, a factually warped answer with your name underneath? A user, really? Who gets what they need from AI never clicks, and you never even know that you were even part of the answer. We're solving for falling traffic by giving the machine better and better content, which only makes what? Guess what? Yeah, that's right, the traffic fall even faster. So again, what are we really optimizing for here? All right, I'm ranting again, but this is where I land at least. We can't ignore it. Abstinence is definitely not a strategy. I mean, the answer engines and optimization are literally the embodiment of the wonderful quote, "You may hate gravity, but gravity does not care." But we can't also panic either. I think, because I'm not nearly so bold as to say I know how any of this is going to turn out, but I think The smart move isn't to go all in with this, it is to calibrate our decisions carefully. So lately, I've been using a two-axis break check to assess where content fits in this world. So one axis I'm calling the strategic relevance. So how much the query matters to your business. The other axis is answer volatility. How often the answer from AI is going to change or is likely to change. And from there, three clear plays start to emerge. One, own an instrument where high strategic relevance meets low volatility. So if a query is stable and highly relevant, say a pricing page or a product FAQ, structure it, open it, optimize it, keep it fresh. Make sure when AI cites that, it's you. Then there's the co-opt and contribute, where is high relevance meets high volatility. Now, if the query is relevant but very volatile, well, the broader explainer category, the industry vision, your thought leadership, that kind of thing, you probably won't be the source. And spoiler alert, this is probably going to be the biggest category for you as well. But you can feed the sources, publish studies, get quoted, contribute to the ecosystem that does get cited. Here, the play is not to outrank the entire internet. I mean, good luck with that anyway. But in practice, this means contributing authoritative content to the sources that AI is inclined to trust. This is the heart of the zero click marketing mandate to increase your content footprint on social media and other platforms. If third party publishers dominate the answer, well, get your insights into those outlets. Now, that can mean publish a white paper or original study to the authoritative sites so that AI indirectly cites you in those sources, or even partner with industry publications or include your expert quotes. And then finally, observe and learn. That's where low strategic relevance meets any volatility. So if the query's low value or really unrelated to your core strategy, don't chase it, just watch it. Note who's showing up. Track what kinds of content get the traction. Save your FOMO of getting ranked for that for something that really matters. All right, one last idea. One last idea. As I talked about here last week, it's also time we need to think about rebuilding some of the valuable friction in our own websites, our owned media properties. That's our newsletter, our resource center, our web, our e commerce store. We have to kind of rethink it. Not walls just for the sake of gating for leads, but rather real value exclusivity behind the velvet rope of a luxury brand, whether or not your brand is actually a luxury brand, something worth it to actually get a subscriber. That's the reason someone wants to crawl into your owned space. If someone sees your name in the AI result, maybe that's the nudge, maybe that's the whisper, maybe it's the inspiration for them to seek you out. Hey, you can say, here's more of this where this came from. And then when they show up, you got to make sure it's worth the trip. So back to the real question here, should brands chase AI visibility at any cost? No, I don't think they should. Chase it with purpose, not panic. This isn't about being first. Trust me, this is not about being first. It's about knowing what matters, what moves the business, and what you're actually trying to be known for. Because the truth is, the best answers, the ones that change minds, the ones that build trust, the ones that create momentum for your business, those still come from you, not the machine. You want a little more? You can see what I did here. And see what I did there? Same to here, where you can go for this. It's the longer piece. And of course, it's got links and all kinds of wonderfully packaged value for you, exclusive, if you will. It's the club experience, you know. And in the meantime, from here on the road this week, well, just remember it's your story. Take a beat and ask yourself, do you want to sell tickets to it or do you want to give it away to AI for free? Then, either way, tell it well. I'll see you next week.